What's up, y'all? Welcome to the channel. Brian, the Divine Healer, here with you, having mad heartburn. Yeah, it's not fun. Anyways, let me fix my light. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Enjoying your day. Just chilling. Yeah, buddy. So, let's have a little discussion. Tight back here, tight. All right. So don't freak out. Don't freak out. All right. It's gonna have a little chit chat, a little conversation. All right. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of you that are paying attention. A lot of you that follow the news, keep up with the current events, things like that. You know. But to me, I'm having a hard time with what I'm seeing, man. I'm telling you, like, it's unbelievable. The shenanigans. Okay. Where do we begin? We begin right here, like this. The flip-flop and applesauce crisscrossing VP that wants to just kind of be, honestly, like a chameleon. This person is facilitating their identity according to the group or individuals that they be around. You clearly see that. We're going to give you all these tax breaks, and then, hey, we're not, right? We're going to do this, we're going to do that. We're not going to do that, we're not going to do this. Listen, the facts are the facts, plain as day, right? But I'm just going to say this. The things that are going on right now seem horrible, seem despicable, even seem gross. But guess what? That is just the beginning of what is about to be taking place. That is just the beginning of what is taking place. The things that are going to be happening are going to get much uglier and much, much worse. For the powers that be have this weird mentality. It's like bad is good and good is bad. It's frightening. It's really frightening. And so with the levels of contempt that is being performed on us, like raising the interest rates and this catastrophe and that catastrophe and all at the hands of certain things and people. Welcome to the chat, my friends. Appreciate you being up in here. What's up? Chillin' Jack. It's going to get worse. So much worse. The food, the air, the environment, it is beyond. It is beyond me to see that people can't even really. Okay, let me break it down, right? Somebody was in some state doing like this, rally, and it was for lacrosse. So there was kids there that obviously did lacrosse, right? I don't know if it was college or high school or something, right? But they were at the rally and they're like, hey, Christ is King, Jesus is Lord, and they got escorted out of this rally. And this person that was given the rally was like, hey, you must be in the wrong rally. Wait a minute. These are kids being escorted out for saying something that they believe in. So this person that was given the rally denounced all of that and was like, I don't care. Bye. See you later. Well, you showed your true colors. You showed your mask. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate you, man. You're amazing. Thank you. This is the time where anything that was a lie will be shown. Anything that was hidden in your closet will be shown. Anything that was said under your breath will be heard. Anything done behind your back will be seen. This is that time. And with all of those things happening, bro, it's going to get ugly. I mean, we got the Diddy thing. It goes bigger and beyond that, because it's just not that dude. Okay. Like, I'm going to rewind back to when Trump was becoming first president, right? What did he do? He went during the COVID, before the COVID, whatever, had the mercy ships. People in New York and people in LA were hearing like earthquakes and bombs going on underneath the city. That's because there was tunnels underneath those bitches where they were what? Saving the kids, rescuing the kids. This recent issue of the whole port issue, right? The port issue, they want more money. I mean, they get a lot of money. They got a lot of money. I think it's like $120K on average for just a port worker. Never mind the authority guys, right? I mean, Carl, I think that's great. I did a little video of Trump body slamming McMahon, whatever his name is. Yeah, it's funny. I like that. The more that you can get in with people, the better. This is what I say, right? The more friends, the better, whatever. But with this Port Authority, right? Dude, I couldn't confirm it. Not quite such facts, but with the guy giving an interview, it's kind of hard to deny those facts. But he said that the reason why most of those people went on strike at the ports, which is where the shipping containers come in to shore to get your Walmart shit, right? He said that they are going on strike because they cannot take the sounds of screaming children anymore. One of the port workers said this exactly. Can't stand the screams of children anymore. The nightmare that is unraveling before our eyes in this present day, my friends, is only going to get worse. Because we are in that time of not only one of the age of Aquarius, of this enlightenment, the apocalypse. And people freak out, oh, apocalypse, we're going to die from an asteroid. That's the fear that these reptilians want you to live under, because they're sucking your gravy, your energy. Give me that fear. That feeds them. That boosts their ego, right? Same thing. Boosting the ego. Somebody says, oh, do I look fat in the stress? And they're probably fat, but you're going to say, no, you look beautiful. Well, you're boosting their ego. Just saying. Not dissing fat people, because, everybody needs love, but we're not talking about that. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. So you better prepare yourself for the things that are happening. Because, like I said, the masks are falling off. The lies are being exposed. And I honestly believe we are certain. We already are in a certain phase of what you would call apocalypse, which is just basically a revelation or enlightening, or revealing. That means unmasking, seeing the truth for what the shit really is. Right? P. Diddy really had tunnels under his house. The Playboy Mansion has really tunnels under that house. What? Why do you need a tunnel? To connect to other people's houses? You guys are sick. Sick and disgusting. Right? Right. So that's how I wanted to bring this up, because a lot of people are just like, ding, fries are done, right? Like, oh, I heard it, but I'm too busy doing this and I don't really care. But when it comes time to the moment of it's coming into your yard or into your house or to your family, you're going to care. But then it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late to say anything or to do anything. Elon Muskie. What's that? How do we break free from them? Hmm. Well, how we break free, my friend Jack, is this: speaking the truth, living in your truth. Yeah. See, we've been under like this grip or control or manipulation of fear and uh, subserviency, which means we bow down to these people, right? You get your paycheck, but it's taxed before you get it. Then you get it, and then you have to go cash it, pay a fee to cash that shit. Then you have to what? Go buy your stuff. That stuff is taxed already, and then you buy your stuff, and that's taxed again. And then at the end of the year, you get taxed again. It's just a raping of money, right? It really is. It's keeping you in this control. It's so wrong, but taxes, my friend, are necessary in some points. I mean, we got to pay the police, we get to pay the fire department, da 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 da, right? Those things come out of the taxes, right? The schools. So there is a meaningful purpose for the taxes. But the straight abuse of overtaxation is beyond me. It's beyond me. Like nowadays, give you an example. To buy a house, let's say $250,000 house, you're probably going to be looking at like 5.7% interest, maybe 6% interest. What does that mean, interest? Okay, that means basically you're going to pay that much percentage on the percentage of the house that it costs. So $250,000, you're going to be paying, let's just say 5%. 5% of that $250,000 that you're paying into goes to just the person that gave you the loan. But then you still have to pay off the loan. That's called principal. Pay my mortgage on 250,000, 1,600 bucks. You know how much goes to the actual house? Probably 800. The rest of that money out of 1,600 goes to the interest. So by time the 30 years is done for that house, this house, dude, it's almost buying 3 houses. Shut your face over here. So these little tidbits of things that we endure now, those are just the prelims of what's really going to be happening. But it's going to get worse. Like how many of you really felt the pain of the people in North Carolina when their houses got mud flooded, washed away? Did you really feel bad and sit there and say, Jesus Christ, thank you that I'm not in that situation because I wouldn't know what to do? Now let me lean on the government who's supposed to be helping us. And what do? Say, here's 750 bucks. Hopefully you can get into an ATM and cash that bitch. I can't with that. And then there's no stores to buy anything. So what are you going to do with the money? And then they say they got to pay that shit back. Whoosh. How are you going to pay back a relief fund? Oh, that's because why? FEMA gave up all the money to the immigrants. They got like $13,000 each plus $5,000 in their pocket. I can't. And we're gonna bitch and say, oh, why are you doing this? Dude, I went to school for criminal justice. I know how to read the law. So when I'm hearing all these incidences of immigration and taxes and all that, I look it up to see what their executive orders are. Did you not know that Biden already established this Freedom Act of releasing the people from Venezuela to come over here out of their prisons to come over to America, and we're going to supply them all the relief and the funds that they need? It's written. And nobody knows this because nobody's looking up at it and saying this. But you know, what I don't really like is if we as the people are supposed to have a government to regulate certain things, but not the people, because we have the say. Who thought of this? Who's the one that said, yeah, let's make this the law? Well, the executive order did. Now we're going to get to Congress and say, who's making most of these laws that we have to live by now? The people in Congress, your senator, your representative. They're the ones that are brainstorming these stupid ideas to come up with these idiotic, let's all get an electric car. But, in New York City during the summer, good luck running your AC for half of the day. Blackout. So how are we going to run all these electric cars? But you got these people in Congress that are making these bills because the law says you could have your name written on a bill because you said, I want everybody to have chocolate ice cream on Saturdays. That's your bill. That's your law. You give it to your senator, your representative. He looks it over, sees if it's worthy, and then he takes it to Congress and hopefully it gets passed. That's how that shit works in a heartbeat. But is any of us writing bills like this to go to Congress to be approved to say we as the people don't want a mass migration of criminals and terrorists to come in our country because we want to sit and have ice cream on Saturday? No, it's these stupid officials that we elect on big money that just run their mouths on Twitter and TikTok and shit and have their own agendas. And they swear on TV they're representing you and me, but are they? You have some that'll go downtown in this little country village to have breakfast with the locals, chew on some tobacco, and get some ideas. Hear the people. That's like only a small percentage. So government's way out of control. Obviously, we know this. The disproportion of the mentality is beyond me. You can't make your own people suffer. North Carolina, Florida, these natural events, homelessness, you name it, letting us suffer by then what? We're giving money to other countries for what? To support their own conflicts and their wars and their own things. I understand being a humanitarian. But if you don't take care of yourself first, you can't take care of nobody else. So prepare for things to get worse, my friends. Things are going to get worse before they get better. Because I'm just going to say it. We got to break the system. I'm not no Homeland Security threat. Actually, I'm helping these punk ass bitches. They just need to listen a little bit closer to what I'm saying and get it better. But see, when you work for somebody, you have to be told what to do. So no matter, like when I was in the army, like I basically had no rights. There was things that I could not do. And if I didn't do the things that I was supposed to do, I was going to get in trouble. If I try to do things my way, I'm going to get in trouble. So we lose those naturally. And that's the effect of what we got going on with the government. We're supposed to be influencing our government to say what is best for us. They're taking that and saying, okay, we'll hear you, put over here, make their own rules and do what's best for them. But here's the crazy thing that blows my mind. If you're in tune with yourself, meaning you're a pretty intellectual person, you understand what's going on mostly in your life and around the world that you live in, not even talking about the universe yet, bro, you got to see some of the slip ups. You got to see some of these little oopsies that they say. Like I was just talking about that lacrosse deal with the whole Kamala Harris being at the rally, being like, you're at the wrong rally. These kids were just saying Jesus Christ is Lord, Jesus Christ is King, and you're kicking them out. And then you're saying, oh, on top of it, you're in the wrong rally. So what rally are we at? Lacrosse? I mean, are you going to really chastise people for saying that Christ is King? Well, apparently she did. And that to me is absolutely disgusting. Hey, man, what's going on? Mary J. Green, perfect timing. You're right on time. Come on in, sit down, relax. So, yeah, the good is the bad and the bad is the good now. I mean, that's not for everybody because if you're good, you're still going to be good. You know what I'm saying? If you got that Christ consciousness, if you have that good heart, you're somewhat of an empath, you care for people's general well-being, this doesn't apply to you. It doesn't apply to you. Thank you, Jax. Appreciate it. You're amazing. I love your support, brother. And see, that's another thing. Let's get into that, Jax. Okay, so this age of Aquarius, right? Not only is it the enlightenment and the shedding of the mask and the lies and all the reveal of things, it is supposed to be in where everybody is going to be vibing on this Christ consciousness level. Why? Christ was the truth. Truth is love, and love is God. So when you live in that truth, you are vibrating in Christ consciousness. If you could say that you know that you're a butt nugget, and you say that you're a butt nugget, well, then there's nothing to keep you in a lower negative energy, which would be envy, ego to hide that and all this. You let it free. So then you're raising your vibration by keeping that honesty. So we are in that moment now where people are seeing these little clues of you're in the wrong rally, or we want to raise your taxes to 70, 80%. There are little children being smuggled across the border through the ports in shipping containers. There's tunnels under P. Diddy's house. Not my P. Diddy! Right? But you know what this punk did? When Usher and Justin Bieber and all these up and comings, you know what he did? He took legal guardianship of these people. That means he had a control of them, like the mommy and the daddy. Dude, that's some sly, negative, foul ass shit. Foul. But that's how he got over on keeping control. And so we have to look at these things as far as seeing these little clues. And standing in our truth, being like, no. I did a little video just like 2 days ago, right? I'm a Gen X, right? I'm the old school people, right? I'll take my belt off and give you a good whooping. Oh, the abuse. Well, Texas says if as long as I don't leave marks, I'm good. Okay. So we play within the rules, right? Caesar's rules. But check this out. Oh, I did a little video about if you're old and you know, late 70s, 80s, there was commercials on your Saturday morning cartoons and randomly whenever that would pop up and show like this, the old milk cartons. And they still got them, but the milk cartons. But they would have pictures of kids on the back and say missing, call this number. This is their height, this is their weight, this is what they look like. And I remember that being like 5 years old. Dude, I'm 51 now. We still have that issue. And America has double the amount of any other country of missing children. Every year there goes like, don't quote me, you can fact check me, but I'm in the ballpark, all right? Like 425,000 kids missing every year. Wait a minute. I'm a parent. My kids are at home. I know what's going on. I'm keeping them in check. I'm driving them to school. Where was the gap of a parent not knowing where their children are to them being completely missing to end up on a milk carton? You remember that, right, Mary? Hell yeah, you do. Dude, we still have the same problem, but it's worse. But see now, thank you, God, with this age of enlightenment, those little clues that we're getting are putting the puzzle pieces together to expose the big picture of the truth. Diddy, Oprah, Jeffrey Epstein, all those people that really need to be hanging by their tongues over the eternal fire. You know what I'm saying? I can't. Well, see, yeah, our parents never knew technically where we were, but they knew when that street light come on and you ain't home, it's on. So you knew to be home wherever you were when those street lights came on and your ass was inside washing up ready to set the table for dinner. Tell me I'm wrong. Right. And that kind of generation, our generation, was really something else. Because you know why? Those people that didn't have that hook or that control or that latch to hold them down and control them like a helicopter parent would be nowadays, bro, you totally know we're the ones with the imagination and the smarts and the creativity and all these things because we were allowed to have that independence. That's right. We were allowed to have that independence. What is your independence now? Oh, I don't even have it on me. See, I don't really keep my phone on me because I don't like, one, the radiation that's always on me. And for two, I don't want to feel like I'm a magnet to it. But if I had my phone, I would show you like that's what people are hooked on, the phone. So the more fun, the more, intriguing and curious they can get you with these things, the farther you get away from yourself. We were free to roam the country as long as we were back by them streetlights being on. Oh, you know it. That's right. 5G. 5G is just straight microwave radiation. They say it's not. The scientists said, well, it's these ions that protrudes, this kind of, and, I don't want to hear Simple Simon, Bill Nye the Science Guy, okay? I have not seen your degree, Bill, to see that you are even actually a scientist, okay? So microwave radio frequency signals send off radiation. It's been known, it's in your microwave, on your microwave. That's why they have that black mesh on the front of your microwave door with those little dots in them. Do you know why they have those little dots in them? Because when the radiation heats your food from the inside out, those particles are bouncing around in your microwave like this. And so if you have a clear plastic door, well, then those are going to come at you. And 9 chances out of 10, you're the one standing in front of the microwave, looking in there, watching it cook. So you're getting fried yourself, but from the inside out. But those little dots are strategically made that way to deflect the particles that are bouncing around in there so that they don't come out through and harm you. That's microwave radiation. That is also your Wi-Fi. That is microwave radiation. Well, it emits radiation. Same thing with the 5G. So when you have your phone, you squash all day long, or right next to your third eye, because what do we do with our phone? We put it like this, and half of us are blind, so we're staring at it like this. How close is that to your pineal gland? Pretty damn close to me. Genius on the execution of the humankind. I got to say that. These people are genius on the execution of the humankind. There is absolutely no way that we need to be making fake food. There is no sense on God's green earth that we need to make fake food. Dude, they're talking about, food shortages and all this. And, stop. If you took some of your black op projects and your dirty deed doings and you invested in the right things like water sources, growing vegetation and fields. I mean, America is a huge place. And they're like, oh, we're overpopulated. We have no more land. Bullshit. Go out to Wyoming and tell me how much land there is. Better yet, go out to West Texas and tell me how much land there ain't. Because all you're going to see is cotton fields and damn wind turbines. 2 gas stations, a bunch of oil pumps, oil plants. That's it. Tons of land. Plenty of space to grow the food that we need to eat. We have the technology to make a tropical rainforest in Africa if we want to. If we could seed the clouds to cover the full moon or do the damn chemtrails to poison your own home garden, Because I don't know about you, but I know when I go to cut my grass, because I let it grow a little bit tall, I can see the silver traces all on the tips of my grass. Silver, bro. It's like metal, straight up metal. Yeah, I gotta hand it to him, right? That's definitely for sure, Mary Jane. You gotta hand it to the cleverest because the sneaky devils do just that. They collaborate on their worst ways to decimate us in the way that they want. Just like the good people devise good plans to counteract that to protect us and keep the good alive. Right. So fake food, get that out of my face. Bill Gates, I don't even know who you are to think that you could run any kind of shit to tell me or my friends here what the hell's up about eating a burger that's not even real. Impossible Burger, Burger King. It's a synthetic meat. Don't eat that shit. You'll be having plastic all up in your guts. And it probably is going to mutate. Who knows? These people are cornflakes. I'm going to straight out say it. I've been saying it for a long time, but the truth has to be revealed. They're off their rocker. They are not mentally stable. I think it has to do with the prick that they got that made them loopy. Because if you could put a magnet and make that shit stick, who knows what's doing it to your blood? Not even that. What's going on in the chemicals in your own brain? Seriously. People are absolutely off their rocker. And it's about time that we need to start shaking some shit up. And when I mean shaking some shit up, things are going to get worse. So all these things that are happening that we have to endure, don't feel bad. Don't be scared when shit starts happening. Because God needs to eliminate those ugly creatures. Just like in the flood, the giants were not only decimating the environment, but they were eating the humans. God said, that's enough. Whoop, wiped your ass out. That's what he's going to do. He's doing it this round again. And we're starting to see that slowly but surely. But we get the signs and the symbols of all this ahead of time. So we can prepare like Noah and get ourselves ready. Ready for what? Who knows? But just listen to that voice inside. If it says run, you better run. If it says pack some food, pack some food. You need to listen to that voice because that is the voice of God inside of you. God is within us. He is a living spirit. We are spirit beings here to learn that lesson because we need to get back to the Garden of Eden because we now have to live with Satan. But God tells us how to in ways that sometimes we listen, sometimes we don't. He gives us the map to where to go. Sometimes we walk off the trail. And that's okay. But I can't believe people are cheering that these kids were getting kicked out because they're saying Christ is Lord. So everybody that cheered for those two kids to be kicked out, they're all demons. Demons. They're possessed. They're locked into this demonology, the demonology, right? Yes, it's the nano and the rain and the snow. It's all over. I mean, some countries have like their rain, it's all like jelly. Like, what is that? We have to remember our Bible. Even though it's been tweaked and manipulated and altered and all sorts of crap, the basis of it is there. Okay, the foundation of it is there. And those words, they ring true for certain things that we are now seeing that are happening. And if you don't see that the color of the fucking stop sign is red because you want to say you have slight color blindness and you see orange, well, then maybe you shouldn't be driving. That's how clear cut we need to be with the truth. And I love it because I'm slowly starting to see that. Like, P. Diddy was Justin Bieber's handler. We're just going to say that. Okay. We don't beat around the bush on this channel. That's why my channel gets spanked like a redheaded stepchild. Because certain powers to be don't like what I say because it's making a blemish on their character. Okay. And yeah, I get shut down. But nonetheless, Justin Bieber, I mean, he had some crazy shit going on. I feel bad for that kid because he got taken early and twisted into this way of life that was just not right. And then now all of a sudden, he's on stage talking about he wants to find Jesus. He wants this. He wants that. And he had turned his life around basically to find Jesus and believe in Jesus and all this. And he was crying on stage. And that was amazing to see that he had this moment of the truth and took that opportunity to live in that truth, to speak that truth, and to feel that truth, to now release some of his childhood pains of what he went through by accepting Christ just in the conversation. Acknowledging Christ is more than you could think. He definitely was sold, right? Well, let Mary Jane. Let's hopefully stretch out the 2 weeks. Okay, yeah, let's stretch that out a little tiny bit. Yeah, and like how how decimating is it for the child to have your parents so damn greedy, wrapped up that they sell their own child? I mean, they probably didn't know the length or the extent of the abuse that that poor dude went through. And I hope one day, I hope he gets his comeuppance for that. Meaning, one day I think that he'll be able to stand in his truth and let it rip on his parents and kind of serve it back. Yeah, because that's part of a healing is to identify that the pain that you go through is not of your hand but of somebody else's, and if you can be in that lineup and point that people out that hurt you, well, that's part of that releasing and that healing. But we need to really all pull together, and we have been. I've seen it. I've seen a lot of these issues that hit. People are on it. Boom. They're like, no, that's not the truth. You're a liar. And then boom, more people. See, here's the trick with the collective consciousness, right? Yes, we do outrule by many, but controlled by few. Okay. So let's talk about that energy. If you know 1+1 is 2, and I do too, so that makes it right for both of us. We're on the same level. We're on the same page. Now, Billy Schmo over here from Kentucky says that 1+1 is 3 because they don't teach him right. Well, then we have that majority over that one person. What we've been doing is dealing with Billy over here, who's got the suspenders and the shotgun, and he's 6'5", only 12 years old, intimidating us, trying to control us to make the two people that think 1+1 is 2 to change it to his way, just because he feels stupid and he has to defend his ignorance. True that. So when we get more people all confirming and knowing that 1+1 is 2, then our conscious collectiveness grows. It gets bigger. That way, badass 6'5" Billy Bob with the can't sway us anymore because we just outnumbered, not only in the people but in the energy. And the energy is the truth. If it's a lie, it's a lie, then say it's a lie. That's where we need to be. That is for a better society. Like, did you steal this? Yes, I did. Okay, we'll go return it, and then you're going to deal with the consequences. Okay, that is how it should be, just black and white. No, well, because I need to feed my homeless kitty, and I'm poor, and all this and this. Because the reason why I'm poor is because I went out and gambled all my money away, and this and that and that and this. And so, don't you feel bad for me and all this? We're done with that. We're done with that. That's the way the politics is. They put it on you like that shit. I'm going to fix that. I'm going to fix this. I'm going to fix that. But who's really fixing anything? Because at least from all when I've been alive, I know all these fucking presidents have been saying they want to fix something, but we still have the same freaking problems as we did when I was a youngster. And it's time, because now it is the time, astrologically, biblically, and spiritually, for this ascension and this rise of the truth. Truth is love, and love is God. You cannot shy that away from me. So then, Coral, tell him about it. Tell him about it. Have him understand it. I mean, from your point of view, let him know. If you need more, come get some more info. You know what I'm saying? Critical mass consciousness. That's right. Because I'm telling you, these small, cold-blooded reptilians that control the masses, they are running that mass consciousness on you. Do your phone, do this, do that, do this. And you're like, just leave it to Beaver, stuck on that shit. Like, oh, locked in. You got people like me that are separate from that, because I can smell some shit a mile away. So when I can tune myself off of these programs like the TV and this and that and that and this, like, sure, okay, it's great that they want to track our data so then they can, customize all these fancy words, customize the things that I might want to buy. They put ads appropriate to what I've been seeing to see if I want to buy it. Well, you know what? It's great, but it's annoying. When I say, hey, Siri, play me some, when I say, hey, Google, play me some music, every time I say that, it's so programmed, it plays me the same music. I'm tired of it. I want something different. So now I got to say a different hot word to make them change what my routine of music is. I want it just to be natural and an automatic random thing every time, which that was my assumption. But no, it's so programmed that it's like it's the same song, it's the same thing all the time, same different words, same different music. It's annoying when you want to listen to something different. But what are you going to do? Either say, whatever, I'm so used to it, I'm just going to keep singing along, or say, I really wanted to hear something different, so I'm going to actually make it something different. Yeah. Dude, sometimes, like, he'll listen. He'll listen. Whether he acknowledges that to you, my friend, or not, he will listen. Everything that has been said either will be sucked into the subconscious or the conscious. The conscious is immediate reaction or rebuttal or an answer. The subconscious is, well, let me think about it and I'll get back to you. Okay, that's how that works. But either way, that information is being processed and submitted. Okay. But don't you dare vote for that woman. Don't you dare vote. If you don't like Trump, then don't vote. Don't vote. But she off her rocker. I don't care. I'll get hemmed up. I'll probably the feds at my door. I know they're already watching. I don't care, because they need to be seeing some other shit that's going on that I've been trying to call their attention to for a hot minute. Punk ass bitches. Anyways, don't vote for her. I'm saying that. I mean, I would love a woman president. I really would. It'd be amazing. It'd be something different, unique. A woman's touch is different than a man's. I see it. Get it. But if you don't have the backing of the knowledge or the wisdom or the intelligence or that experience, then no, because then we're just looking at like a 3-year-old trying to do origami. It's not going to work right. It's going to look like Barney or some shit like that. Yeah. Dude, it's almost to the point where I'm even considering, like, let me go find an island somewhere, okay? Maybe somewhere in the Pacific or Caribbean. Somewhere, dude. You know what I mean? Just go chill with the locals and drink coconuts and eat bananas right on the beach, something like that, because this is a big shit show. Big shit show and a half. And it's just on repeat. Like I said, I'm 51. I've seen a lot of things in my life. I've fought a lot of demons. I've had to deal with a lot of these things of being like, why? Ain't nothing changed. Same shit, just different day and a different smell. Okay. This season is our time to now stop that. We have a choice. We have a chance. We have to put our foot down and say no. 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 I don't want you to give $80 billion to Ukraine to fight Russia. It's none of our business. Especially when we have business here that's not being taken care of. Shame, shame. And you call yourself a leader, we are going to protect the American people based on the values of the Constitution. You're shitting all over the Constitution. Half your administration didn't even take an oath, so they're not even required to follow the Constitution. Check those executive orders, people. They wrote some shit. I understand everybody needs to be free. I do. But if you don't have the means to have company over, which means like this, Gen X, hey ma, can I bring a friend over? Hell no, we only have enough just for us to eat. So then obviously you're not going to invite your friend over to sit there and watch you all eat while this person can't eat because you knew that there wasn't enough food and you didn't tell this person. I hope you get my little analogies over here because there's a lot of them that are just so easier to say than explain everything like this. Is crazy, man. I can't. And I will refuse to watch us good people go down with this Roman Empire. I'm sorry. We are a Roman Empire. And all these secret societies, yo, stop with all these catfishing damn fake profiles already. How many Jennifer Anistons are going to reach out to me, right? How many Sandra Bullocks or how many Pinks? Like, I'm just tired of it. It's stupid. You guys worship the devil. Like Freemasons, they worship Baphomet, right? Shut up. They think that Nimrod is their grand master, who Nimrod was the builder of the Tower of Babel. Okay. And he only built the Tower of Babel because he wanted to, what? Not obey God? His ego was kicking in? Sure was. And so these Freemasons are going to idolize this guy, say he was the first Grand Master. Get the hell out of here with the secret society. Your secret society is keeping the demonic, evil secrets to yourself. But there are people that can see through these shadows and these darknesses like that. That's why we have this struggle of spiritual warfare. Because y'all know what my rank is up there. Don't even be playing around. So when you see it demonstrated here, oh, you're going to have to shut me down. That's why one day I get a 17,000 view in an hour for a video. The next 2 days, I get 3 views in 3 days on one video, but then you're going to invite me to a YouTube private party. What are you doing? You tell me I'm a piece of shit. You say I'm not. Then you reward me. Then you punish me. This is what these people do. Because I got to say that Kamala Harris is not qualified, but in my own way. And they're going to say, well, you can't say that. Well, you tell me why I can't say that, because you know why? When you said that I can't say that, well, then you can't say that I can't say that. If I can't say what I got to say, then you can't tell me what I can't say. Oh, now we're getting on double standards. See how stupid that is? If the English language was meant for us to speak as freely as we are entitled to by the God-given right in our Constitution, then any single word I can say freely. I don't care if it's part of a group, part of a race, or whoever wants to say that you can't say certain things, I tell you, go see my father. Go see my father about it, right? And then I get spanked. But see, it's okay because I have that grit and that tough skin to not let that stop me. I mean, does it hurt me to be like 4 years into this and I'm still getting spanked and I'm still getting punished and I'm still getting not what I'm entitled to is one, for seniority, for two, for all the good shit that I put out on this platform. Compared to the trash and the dirt that is brand new, that gets the golden riches, it's okay. Because the real people have a small crowd of people. The fake and phony people have all the glitz and glam and all the big crowds. And I understand that. But we need to flip it because more people that are good in this world are not hearing the good messages or the good word or the good motivation or the funny moments to bring their life up to get their vibes high. Not sitting here in fear and be like, oh, in the tarot world, looks like you got a curse. Ooh, it looks like these people are stalking you. Ooh, well, it looks like y'all running the same narrative because there's at least 12 tarot card readers that I've watched steady to not only one to see what they're talking about, which is just happened to be the same story that I talked about my tarot, but there's others that have these run-on stories of these groups that are, this sick cult group that's going down in the community, and you see the thumbnails. You do. You're all on the same page, so you're all copycatting the same shit. That gets the glory, that gets the juice, that gets the views and all that. Man, I don't know about that. So just know, prepare in your heart, my friends, that things will get worse before they get better because that's how it always happens. But the bad that's going to happen, be thankful that it's not going to happen to you. And if you keep that mentality, God will push you through the fire and you will never get burned. Because if you try to do it for yourself, well, your skin might just melt. Yeah. So no matter how disgusting things look, no matter how appalled you feel, the catastrophes or the disgusting atrocities that go on in the public view, see the truth in it and stand on that truth and speak about it. Because we need everybody to speak about it, to renounce the evil energy and the control. And I've seen it happen. It's worked a few times where that collective consciousness actually stops certain events from happening, like hurricane going to Florida. People set up a mass prayer event to prevent this hurricane from either happening, hitting, or at least reducing itself. And I know on many occasions I've said things, especially during this hurricane for Florida, said, just stop. You're going to reduce yourself to like a 2, and you're going to not even be nothing, so just stop with your bullshit. And funny how that happened. Other things like Asheville, North Carolina, earthquake in Texas, I've named a whole bunch of things that have come true. But putting it out to the collective consciousness for them to snap into that truth, see the reality, to now join on that level of raising the vibration to bring that truth out, changes things. The words have power. And the more word that is the same, which is the truth, will have the ultimate power. Don't ever forget that, my friends. So don't feel that you can't say nothing in this world because, what, they're going to tap your cell phone? Who cares? That's only temporary. That's the devil's distraction to stop you from bringing the real. Truth is love. Love is God. And with that, my friends, I'm going to leave it here. Appreciate y'all. Mary Jane, you're amazing. Jax, what up, homie? Coral, I love y'all. Appreciate you guys very, very much. Thank you for coming out here supporting the channel. Please look at my playlist. Binge that stuff, okay? YouTube is not promoting my stuff. They're not. I was like first or second on the search list. Now I'm like, you can't even find me. I'm last. So just mindfully go into my channel, look at the playlists, and I update them as much as I can. for the shorts and the tarot. Okay. The last tarot I just did was Leo Virgo. So if you got Leo Virgo in your charts, check it out. I just posted a video. And just before that was the Cancer Leo. Okay. I'm going to be doing probably Sagittarius Capricorn. Maybe later on tonight. I don't know. I was thinking of having a fire. I don't know. We'll see what that is. How can we prepare for the coming revolution after the election? Oh, that's a good one, brother. Well, you remember what happened when Trump got elected, right? Everybody's crying on the streets. No, kicking doors, breaking everything. You know what? Get all your shit ready. Okay, get like a couple, like a month worth of food, some money, whatever you need. Stay home. Stay home. Because if Trump gets elected, you know it's gonna be stupid. People are gonna get trashed. They're gonna just wreck it worse than like I don't know, the Green Bay Packers win the Super Bowl, right? But if she wins, I think it's gonna get ugly, ugly. So just pray, prepare your family, yourself. Try to keep to yourself if you can, but we just have to pray. We have to keep praying, my friends. The more that we pray for the positive things to happen, then that result will happen. We're talking about manifesting energy. And if we all could say that we want a certain thing to happen and we all agree on it and we all vibe on it, well, that is going to be greatering the odds and the chances of things becoming successful in the way that we're hoping. So don't take the hope as just silent to yourself, because what you might be hoping is the same thing I might be. So you got to say it out loud. Put your words out in the universe. No, I do not allow this. Lord, I do not allow this. This is not working for me, God. God says petition him and he will obey and take care of you, because we are favored by God. It's not an ego thing. It's all in the Bible. Talk to God like he's your best friend, and you're going to see the benefits of that, because I am a true testament to that. I love y'all. You guys are amazing. Thank you very much. Appreciate your support. I'll definitely see you guys on the next one. Peace out.